morning, everyone. Welcome to the Expert Talk organized by Asian Institute of Diplomacy and International Affairs AIDIA. I'm Shrishti Kafli, a journalist based in Kathmandu. Uh, AIDIA has been organizing webinars and other events, particularly focusing on foreign affairs, and Expert Speak is one of the series where we discuss about one particular issue with any expert. Today, we are going to discuss about the latest Nepal visit of Indian Army Chief Manoj Mukund Naravne, who wrapped up his Nepal visit only on Friday. As we know that relations between Nepal and India has witnessed the cold relations. Actually, we can say that it has hit a new low, particularly due to the border dispute that erupted from November last year. And regarding the latest visit, the Nepal army has concluded his visit as the successful one, and it has expected that the visit will further strengthen the bilateral relations between the two countries. So we will discuss about these issues today with an expert. We have on board retired Major General Ashok Kumar Mehta, a defense expert who is the former senior military official of Indian Army. Mr. Mehta, welcome to Expert Talk.
Thank you.
As we know, Indian Army Chief General had just wrapped up his Nepal visit. It is also one of the highest level visits since the relations went bitter since last year. So, how do you review this trip? What are the major takeaways?
Well, to start with, the India-Nepal relations, as far as the military to military side is concerned, is one of the key ingredients of the overall bilateral relations. And in many instances, like in 2015, economic blockade, the two army chiefs of the time, General Rajendra Chetri of Nepal and General Suhag, Dalbir Suhag from India, got together and were instrumental in getting the economic blockade lifted. So they play a very key role in stabilizing and improving relations bilaterally. The India-Nepal military relations are actually at three levels, not just between the Indian army and the Nepal army, just because the two army chiefs are made honorary generals of each other's armies, which is the tradition which started during the time of Field Marshal Manekshaw in 1972, although the Nepal army puts this tradition on its website originating in 1950. I don't think that is correct.
Mm.
The second level of relationship is between Indian army and the Gurkhas. It recruits from Nepal, which form the Gurkha regiment, for almost half the size of the Nepal army in the Indian army. And the third level, which many people don't realize, is between the Indian army, or rather India, and the ex-servicemen, the servicemen who retire and live in Nepal, and that number is about 1.50 lakhs. And if you include their families, it's about 10 lakhs. So these are the three levels of the relationship. And General Narvane's visit this year was confined only to the first level, because I noticed that this year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, he
Mm.
did not visit Pokhara. Pokhara is the place where they organize an ex-serviceman's rally in the Pokhara pension camp, and this was not organized. And so Yes, this relationship is very important, especially as you mentioned, Shrishti, uh, at a time when bilateral relations are low. And I agree completely with your statement that this is a new low
Mm.
between India and Nepal following the differences over the map and the road and several other
Yeah,
issues.
I will come to that point later. So, can we regard this latest visit as only a ritual or the symbolic one? Because many experts in Nepal have claimed that it is just a symbolic visit rather than the substantive one. So, what's your understanding on that?
Well, the answer that I gave
Mm,
to your first question
mm,
should dispel the speculation amongst the doubters about the significance of General Narvane's visit, that
mm,
it is not symbolic.
mm,
What may be symbolic is the fact that the Indian Army chief was made an honorary general of the Nepal Army, like General Puran Chand Thapa
mm,
was made one last year in India. That may be symbolic to people who are making these expert comments without knowing what exactly it means. And the India Nepal relationship is not just the honorary part of it, there are other facets between the Indian Army and the Nepal Army, which goes to joint training, interoperability, Indian being the first responder in any natural calamities, the fact that bulk of the Nepal army's advanced training is done in Indian institutes, military institutes, and like that, you can actually list a number of activities that happen which don't happen
mm.
between the armies of any other two countries. So these gentlemen who speculate and doubt this and think this is only symbolic need
Mm.
to understand this.
So that was a part of strengthening the military relations. But when it comes to political or diplomatic talks, so can we see this visit or can we expect this as an attempt to better the cold relations or resume the bilateral talks? As you know, like Nepal has been calling for the high level talks for a few times and it has been almost like unheard by New Delhi. So, can we regard this visit as an attempt to better the cold relations?
Absolutely. Defense and diplomacy are part and parcel of a combined attempt by any government to improve relationships with another country. And the army chief's visit, remember, the army chief doesn't go visiting countries like he has visited Nepal as an independent representative. And the fact that he does this in the case of Nepal is by itself a very significant event. And the fact that when he's being conferred the honorary title of General of the Nepal Army, that ceremony is attended by the Prime Minister of that country. And subsequently, the army chief, doesn't make a mere courtesy call, but in this instance, as we know from the foreign affairs advisor of the Prime Minister Oli, Rajan Bhattarai, that he discussed matters of state relations. And
Mm,
Prime Minister Oli urged India through the Indian Army chief, that we must start talks on the border dispute.
mm,
So I think it was a positive attempt by both countries, not just India, but both Nepal and India want to improve their relations.
mm,
And General Narvane's visit to Kathmandu And meeting the Prime Minister is a very significant event.
Mm. We know that the issues like border disputes are often resolved through high level political and diplomatic dialogue. So, as we are facing the border dispute, in your opinion, what role are can or should the Nepal army and the Indian army play?
Well, first, there is a recognition amongst everybody that land, territory, soil is the most important ingredient for a country. And
Mm,
countries, especially countries, Nepal is a small country. It is sandwiched between China in the north and India in the south. And we already read from Nepali newspapers that there have been attempts by the Chinese to intrude into Nepalese territory in the north. And similarly, there has been this long outstanding Kalapani, Limpia, Dhura, and Lipu Lake dispute. And for a small country, territory is very, very emotional, a very sentimental issue, and can spark nationalism to great heights. And this is precisely what happened in this year because of what happened when India produced a new map and India completed a road to Lipu Lake, and there was no dialogue. The failure to engage with each other, in my view, was the key culprit of these relations deteriorating to the new low. We must never break communication. Strategic communication must remain, and this is what ruptured during the 9 months that we have seen of this dispute. And it's been a failure on the part of both sides, I think, especially India, to communicate effectively with a smaller country and a very important civilizational neighbor. And I am happy to see that this visit will certainly get this talks moving, and a number of other smaller developments have taken place, like Prime Minister Oli's call to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 15th August. That 11-minute conversation was very important, followed by the visit of Raw Chief Samantha Goel. Again, he was a political emissary. He met Prime Minister Oli. People in your country are saying that a raw chief has no business to be talking on behalf of India. I think that is not correct.
even
The prime minister could have sent me, an ordinary citizen, as a special envoy, and he is the raw intelligence chief. So, and he went there on a special visit and met Prime Minister Oli. So if you put all these events together, I think these are harbingers of in improved relations and steps being taken. And I believe that sometime next month, this dialogue between foreign secretaries could resume either face to face or virtually. And I am absolutely sure that we are on the right path of
mm,
starting communication on this very sensitive and emotional border dispute.
definitely, communication is key to resolve any sort of dispute or clear the misunderstandings and maintain peace. So, following the completion of this visit, can we expect a formal or high level dialogue anytime soon? What's your outlook on Nepal India relations now?
Well, first, it's very sad that India Nepal relations plummeted to such a new low. It happened in 2015, it's happened in 2020. And well, ups and downs in relationships are natural, but uh, ups are very good. But when you go down and you go down to a level where your communication breaks down, or you are accused, one country is accused of imposing an economic blockade. Those are very serious matters. And therefore, what has happened now in these visits that we have outlined in the discussion, I am sure and confident will open the route towards bettering these relations, and more importantly, starting a normal civilized communication between two friendly neighbors who have a very age-old historic and civilizational relationship.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mehta. Definitely, we may expect this visit as a positive signal, or we can say a new beginning for the Nepal India relations. Hopefully, there will be a high level political dialogue very soon that can clear all the misunderstandings. Thank you so much once again for sharing your views. And thank you, everyone who are watching us right now. We had retired Major General Ashok Kumar Mehta, who is a defense expert and former senior military officer from Indian Army. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.